Hey, my name is Dan Mehta and I'm your local real estate agent from Mississauga. In this video, I'll be interviewing Christine Hull. She's a president and founder of 100 Women Who Care Mississauga community. In this video, you will hear why Christine started this community and how this group is making a significant difference in our city of Mississauga, local communities and charities. So without further ado, let's go and start the show. Christine, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
Yeah, pleasure is mine. Thank you so much for letting me interview you. This is a very fantastic cause, 100 Women Who Care Mississauga. Christine, could you tell us a little bit more about your organization?
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us. So we're not truly an organization. We're a community group.
Okay.
We are made up of individuals who've come together based on a need or a desire to help others in the community. Okay. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to break it down as 100 women, $100 for 1 hour, 3 times per year. And what that means is we each individually donate $100 to make a collective donation of $10,000 in a 1 hour meeting 3 times per year. And this money is donated directly to local Mississauga charities that have an immediate and a specific need within their not-for-profit organization. So we do have a vetting program in place, so that only local Mississauga charities with a specific and immediate need and who are registered and who provide our members with tax receipts actually get to participate in our program.
Interesting. So first of all, how did you come about starting this organization? If I understand correctly, you're president and founder of this chapter. Yeah. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit of backstory. How did you how did this chapter come to fruition?
Absolutely. 3 years ago, I was involved in an amazing charitable program, or I should say event, where we got, it was before COVID, so we had 500 people, we had a 5-hour meeting, and we collected $25,000 for Halton and Hamilton and Women's United Way. And it was an amazing event. It was such, I was just delighted to be able to be involved in that and to be able to give back and have such a huge impact on women and young girls. And I wanted to continue to do that, but I wanted to do it in my city. So I began looking for opportunities here in Mississauga. A couple of my clients actually are members of these sister chapters in Burlington and Oakville. And I thought, what an amazing idea. I love this. I want to give. I don't have a lot of time. I want to make big impact. Yeah. And I thought this is perfect. 3 1-hour meetings, $100 turns into $10,000. How amazing is that? So I found it's called the 100 Alliance. It's basically, again, a community group of leaders of these 100 women chapters from around the world. And I reached out to them and I said, I'd love to know if there's a Mississauga chapter. I can't find one. And they said, would you like to start one in your city? And I was like, yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
So we launched in 2021, yes.
During COVID.
During COVID. It's funny because people have asked, why would you start something in such a difficult time? And I said, why not? Even better. Yeah. The average person was suffering. Unfortunately, there was people who were suffering even worse. So it was really good timing. And I should let you know, Dan, that this is a movement. It is a global movement. There are over 900 chapters worldwide. So there are other chapters in the GTA that have been around for a while, and they're doing great things as well. We launched in April of 2021, so we're just coming up to our 2-year anniversary. As I mentioned, our chapter has 3 meetings per year, so we just completed our 6th meeting, which we call Giving Circles. We had over 90 people in it. We're currently at 120 members. Nice. We'd love to see that number grow. So even though we're called 100 Women Who Care, it can be as many as want to become involved in this movement.
So there is no upper limit on how many members you can have at Circle?
That's correct. And a lot of the chapters, once they get up and running, they've added a plus sign after the 100.
All right.
100 plus Women Who Care. And I should also share that there are chapters that are 100 men, 100 kids, 100 teens, 100 people. There was also a 100 People Who Care chapter in Mississauga back in around 2018, 2019 as well.
Interesting.
But COVID stopped a lot of things, unfortunately. We all have experienced it. But we just are going strong. I feel like last November we really got some momentum.
Nice.
And our last year in November, our membership finally went over the 100. And
Yay!
yes.
Congratulations! That's awesome.
It was a huge milestone for sure.
Knowing that you had a beginning during COVID time and you had to start from zero. I believe you had no members at the time when you started, and in span of under 2 years, now you have surpassed that 100 members mark. That's a huge milestone. That's amazing. Congratulations. Can you tell us how this organization works? This is a community-based organization. So what is the structure like? How you get funding? And I know you mentioned that how you pick charity, but what's the sort of a process to down select the charity?
Okay, so I'll start off by saying this is truly a community group. We are not a not-for-profit. We are not a charity. The women that make up our steering team, and there are 12 very dedicated, passionate, lovely, amazing women who I've linked arms, 12 of us who are in the steering team. We always say we are member-driven and volunteer-led because we always want to we follow the 100 methodology, but we always are listening to what our members want and need. And these women, these 12 women, steer the ship.
Okay, that's awesome.
And so we do not get any funding per se. All of the donations that are given to the charities, that money is donated that night of the meeting. At the end of the 1 hour meeting, everyone gets out their phones and they are going online to send their EMT directly to the charity itself. So we don't have any money funneled through us. Now, there are expenses to run our chapter. We've got banner and marketing material, and we give out fun swag gifts, thank you gifts to our members. So there are expenses, website, hosting, things like that. And what we do is we ask for women in our community to sponsor us. And we have a variety of sponsorship levels, starting at a very affordable $100 sponsorship. That's called Friend of the Circle. And then it goes up $300, $500, $1,000, $1,500. And those are, again, various levels. And with that, it is basically a marketing expense for our sponsors.
Right.
And in exchange, we give them promotion.
Okay.
They get they are on our website with their link and images. They get shout outs on our social media. We have a very active social media team, very dedicated, amazing set of ladies there. So we have a very robust social media presence. And people in your audience who might be interested in sponsoring this women-led community group, we'd love to be able to have more sponsors. We have from 100 to, I said, 1,500. And just we've come out with a brand new sponsorship opportunity, a corporate level sponsorship, where a corporation could come in and not give us any money, but match our donation.
Nice.
So for example, we just had our March Giving Circle, our first of 2023. And at this point, it looks like we're still working, sending out reminders to get our donations in. So we're at about $11,000 right now. We anticipate at the end of this month, when we close it off, it'll be a $12,000 donation.
Nice.
So how the corporate sponsorship works is a corporation would come in and they would actually match our donation. So if our donation is $12,000, they would also give a donation to that charity.
Wow.
So instead of that charity getting $12,000, they get $24,000.
That's awesome. That's amazing. This is really exciting, actually.
Yeah.
And so is it just a new thing that you just launched? Is it
So
right?
the corporate sponsorship, we just came up with this. Our sponsorship team, again, amazing ladies who run that. So I'll just let you know, we have a steering team. It's made up of 12 people, but then we have these different divisions or departments. We have sponsorship, we have communication, we have social media, we have finance, we have our secretary, because we do have that typical executive level at the top as well. I run a networking group, and I put a call out to the women in that networking group, and I just said, I have this opportunity. I'm so excited to share and get started. I don't really know what it looks like or how it will unfold. Anybody want to come join me and run this community group? And now we're at a really solid, committed 12, which is amazing.
Nice.
And 5 are the executive.
Awesome. And every Giving Circle that you have so far, how many people show up? How big is this Giving Circle?
Just this month, we had our 6th Giving Circle, and there was combined 90. Online, actually, we only had about 12 online. So all those other people were in our room.
Now this Giving Circle, I assume, is every quarter?
So we meet March, June, and in November.
Okay.
We take the summer off. But I should also point out that most other chapters do 4 times per year, every quarter.
Okay.
And when I started, I just thought, it's a lot of work, and I want want to take the summer off too. So
Of
let's
course.
just make each of those other giving circles as big and as strong as we can and give our members and our steering team a little bit of reprieve in the summer to collect our thoughts and take a break.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
So those of us who wants to learn more, what is the best way to do it? Where do we go?
We have, as I mentioned, a very robust social media presence, as well as a beautiful website. So 100womenwhocaremississauga.com. That is the handle on all of those channels. And if anyone is interested in getting more information, you can email us at info@100womenwhocaremississauga.com.
So hold on a second. Can you say your website one more time?
Sure. 100womenwhocaremississauga.com.
Okay.
And guests are always welcome to attend. There's absolutely no fee. Come on out, check us out, see how an actual giving circle works, which I want to talk about in just a couple minutes.
Yes.
And we always have tea and coffee and some light snacks, refreshments. I should mention that last year and this year, we have a venue sponsor, the Irish Club of Mississauga, another not-for-profit community
amazing.
group, has sponsored us, and they have a location on Ridgeway in Mississauga, which is great, central location, lots of park. Their space is great for us.
Yeah.
They have the projector, the screen, the mic.
Wow.
Their president, John Barry, always comes to help out, make sure everything's set up correctly. One of our members, Monica, actually got us in there, which is great. I'm sad to say, but happy to say, we actually might be growing out of that space.
Wow.
Because it was really tight this month with 90 people. And so we may be looking for a bigger venue. We will host our June and November events there, and we'll see what happens.
That's amazing. It's a good problem to have.
It's a good
as they
problem
say.
to have.
So let's talk about a little bit about your giving circle.
Absolutely.
So walk us through.
Okay, so let me just back up for a second, say that at our Giving Circle meetings is when the 3 charities present. Okay?
Okay.
So prior to the Giving Circle, 6 weeks before the Giving Circle, we open up nominations.
Okay.
Our members in good standing are able to nominate charities that they, maybe some of them work for these charities, heard of these charities, maybe they've been supported or sponsored by these charities. But our members are able to fill out a very simple one-form nomination form to nominate local charities in Mississauga.
Okay.
And then we have a very in-depth vetting, qualifications and vetting program or process. So what happens is we open up nominations, and the nominations stay open for about 4 weeks, and then nominations are closed, and we begin round 1 called qualifications. And our team will go through and make sure that these charities all meet our criteria. They have to be located in Mississauga. They have to have an immediate and specific need. It can't be, oh, we'll use it one day for building a kitchen. No, it has to be right now. For example, the Compass Food Bank in South Mississauga was the recipient in June of our Giving Circle donation. They had an immediate need. It was June 9th, and they had over 300 families who were not going to be able to feed their children lunch.
Wow. Okay.
During the summer, because these kids are in a lunchtime program at school and they get their lunch at school. So that was an immediate need, and they got the most votes, and they were able to actually feed 324 kids throughout the summer months with our donation.
Wow. I'm just
I
listening to
know,
you, I'm getting
I know.
goosebumps. This is
That's
really
how
a
I
good
feel
story.
too. Yeah.
This is really good story. So talk us further. What happens after
Okay,
that?
exactly. So once the charities go through the qualifications, this needs is specific, then they get invited to fill out an application. And if you're a charity and you look for funding, you know how much paperwork has to be filled out.
Yeah.
We have a 3-page form, very basic information. Again, we want to know how they're going to use our money, very specific. And so they get the application, they fill out the application, and as an example, in March, we had 26 nominations for 18 different charities. Once we went through the application process, qualified and vetted, now we have 18 charities who gets to speak on the night of the Giving Circle. We only have 3 spots. So what we do is we use a random selection. So similar to putting your name in the hat, and the 3 charities that come out will be the 3 charities that present.
Interesting.
So at the Giving Circle meeting, it's very strict as well. It's a 1-hour meeting. That's
so
it.
It's a very condensed.
Very condensed. So these charities get 5 minutes each, and then they get 3 minutes of Q&A. And we literally have someone in the back of the room holding up signs 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds.
You have a timekeeper there.
We have a timekeeper. We want to make sure it is fair for every single charity. We don't allow them to do slides. We don't allow them to bring in any props. We only allow one person. We just want to keep it very simple because we want it to be an even playing field. Some of these charities have more funding than others.
Right.
They might have spectacular fire show, and we don't want people to be won over by that. We want them to really hear that need and how our $10,000 is going to help them solve that.
Nice.
Right? How it's going to help people. Yep, that's how it works. Now, what we do prior to them speaking, so we start right at 7:30. We have a little bit of introduction. We let people know how the night is going to go. Then they come on stage, and then we literally hand out voting cards to every single person, and they circle who they feel should take home our $10,000 collective donation that night.
So just to clarify, the voting card only gets to people who are your members.
Correct.
Not the visitors, correct? Or the guests. Okay.
But what often happens by the time 8:15 rolls around is people say, sign me up. I want to become a member. This is so powerful.
Oh, yeah.
And so they actually will fill out online. You can become a member online very easily in less than 5 minutes. So they usually fill out the online membership form, and then we give them a voting card, and then they're entitled to vote as well.
Okay, so they can sign up on the venue, at the venue.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
right then
awesome.
and there on the spot. So once everyone has voted, we go around, one of the team members, two of the team members, you can imagine the room is stuffed with people,
Yeah.
collecting all the votes, and then we have a tally table, and then ladies at the tally table, there's 3 of them, they collect the votes, they separate them, they count them. Meanwhile, myself and another gal are working with the people online, because those who cannot come to the meeting can also send a proxy vote.
Oh,
So we're
interesting.
collecting all the proxy votes. So while there's about 7 or 8 of us working on tallying, counting, collecting, then we have other members of our team who keep going and give thank you and shout out to all of our sponsors.
Nice.
And some of our sponsors at the higher level actually get to speak for 1 minute, introduce themselves.
Of course.
Yeah. Again, because we only have 1 hour.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So we count the votes and we double check and we do a triple check. And once the votes are all tallied, we turn off the projector. We get quiet for a moment. I pop back up on stage, and we have a slide that has like fireworks with the name of the recipient.
That's amazing.
So literally, once I make that announcement, woohoo, ABC Charity won, the very next slide is, and this is how you pay.
Got you. And how do you track that who has paid and who hasn't paid?
Okay, so with each of the charities, they typically have a note section. So we get everyone to go to their link and click on the donate button, and there's a note section usually that says we ask our members to put their name and 100 women.
Okay.
And so when these donations are submitted, a lot of these charities are going through Canada Help now, CanadaHelps.org. When the donations come through, the note section is there.
Okay.
So now charities cannot give out any information about any donations received. So what we do is we send a list of our membership. So the very next day, our recruitment officer, our secretary, sends the list over and says, here's the 120 members we have. And then they'll go through and say, yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
And then anyone who has not donated the next morning, then we send out emails and follow up. We definitely like to close up our giving circle with about 3 or 4 days left to the end of the month. And then we do a check presentation where we present the big check with the final total.
Got you. So it's really simple process, yet it's not that simple. It's simple because the way you and your team is doing the work, and you make it seem that it's simple.
Yes.
But in reality, there are a lot of moving parts behind the scenes that general public typically don't see it, right? And I appreciate you sharing that information, because I even didn't know that amount of work is required.
Yeah.
And this is all community-based organization. This is not even for-profit or not-for-profit. It's purely community-based. And this is why the donation, the sponsorship, this is very important for a community-based organization like this one.
Yeah, like even though our venue is sponsored, there are expenses that night. We incur about $500 to $700 in venue expenses because we still provide the food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we buy centerpieces and we buy balloons because we want it to be branded to us and look fast. And every quarter, we love to give away what we call swag. It's a thank you gift. So this was given out on March 8th at our last Giving Circle meeting. And that also happened to be International Women's Day. So it's a coffee mug with our logo, a traveler. And then if I may read the quote on here.
Please,
yeah.
please.
So there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. And that is a Michelle Obama quote.
Ah, that's
and
so
we
nice.
just thought how fitting. Other times you can see there is some t-shirts. We gave those away the first in-person Giving Circle. So everyone, it was a sea of blue. Everyone wore the t-shirts.
So they wear this on the day of?
We gave it to them the day of, and then we asked everybody go change.
Okay, cool.
So they put their shirts on and we did group
That's really
photos.
nice. That's amazing.
And then in November we gave away bags. So again, we have no funding that's coming in, and we do not profit from any of this. So we do need our sponsorship funds that help us be able to give our members these thank you gifts. And of course, when our members are out and about and they're meeting with girlfriends, family who are not members, they're like, oh, what's that? And we hope that it starts a conversation
100%.
and it creates awareness.
I can surely say that the objective of this Community Spotlight interview was to bring more awareness. You and I, we connected through social media. And when I was going through the feed on social media, it piqued my interest that, oh, this sounds like a cool organization. What is this about? And frankly speaking, I have come across to a lot of business owners, and this is one of the very different type of, it's not really a business, but it's a community-based organization. And for me personally, the whole reason I'm doing this so that I can connect with the community and also show community what Mississauga has to offer. And strong women like you and your steering committee members and your actual Giving Circle members, because without them, I think this all wouldn't be possible.
We have an amazing city, and I think what you're doing is phenomenal. You're highlighting people, places, things, events that maybe the average person wouldn't get the opportunity to see. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, my
We
pleasure.
have a great city, and we have to keep it great. And we can do that by coming together like this, or coming together like the 100 women. I love that. So thank you
Absolutely.
for your support in making our city better. And what we'd really love to do is a bit more advertising. We've been very fortunate to be given spots like this, you, Dan, and we've got some magazine articles out in local magazines like the Neighbors of Port Credit and Lorne Park and Mississauga Road. They've been very generous as well.
That's nice.
So yeah, it's just creating that awareness and how can you help? Not everyone wants to donate, not everyone has money to give, but there are so many ways to lend support, even if it's just telling your sister, daughter, mother, cousin, aunt
Yeah, absolutely.
about us.
This is a great cause, and the more awareness we can spread, or our viewers can help us to spread, the better it is for the community, right? You're doing a fantastic job here.
you.
And I really wish you nothing but the great success with this.
Thank you. I'll just finish by saying that we have a goal of donating, collectively donating $10,000 per Giving Circle. And so far, 4 of those were in truly COVID times.
Yeah.
And so 10,000 per Giving Circle. After our 6th, our goal was 60,000. And right now, today, we're at 58,000 donated collectively, which I'm so proud about.
Bravo.
It's been amazing.
So that's $50,000 goes,
58.
pardon me, $58,000 goes to local charities in Mississauga, and not just any charities, those charities who are really in need of that funds, and they can use it for a specific purpose within a specific stipulated time frame.
In November, we helped the Vita Center refill their care closet. Do you know what wasn't in the care closet that we helped them with? Were diapers and baby formula.
Wow.
There were mothers having to make a choice about, do I buy formula? Do I pay the rent? There were mothers who were like, I'm just going to put a little less formula in the bottle to stretch this out. It was amazing to be able to hear their director come back and tell us what a difference that our $11,000 donation made in November to stock the shelves for diapers and formula for young babies and young children.
It's 100 Women Who Care Mississauga. Please go check them out. Please donate if you can. And if anything, if you have time, please attend their next Giving Circle meeting. It does not cost you anything, and it will be a good way for you to connect with local like-minded women within the community and see firsthand what Christine, her team, and this local community group is doing. I hope you found this useful. I'll see you guys in the next video.